Well, I was only an only child, but I was never alone. My parents were good parents. My father worked on the railway. My mother didn't work, but she was a lovely mother. We were like sisters. And because we lived in Westbury, we were surrounded with hills. And my mum and all my friends used to go up onto the hills and take a sack and come down the hills on the sack. But my mum, she was always there to help, and she was very good company, and she was quite young for her age. Where the war was on, I didn't go out very much at night. Everywhere was dark, you see, and I could see the bombs exploding in Bath. You know, it was quite bright, and it was quite eerie, really. But we didn't have any bombs dropped in Westbury, fortunately.
Tell me how you met Wilf.
Well, I met Wilf in a pub called the White Hart, and it was time for me to get the bus at 10 o'clock. So I said to my cousin, I'll go home, I'll go up and get the bus now. And Wilf heard me say it rather, and he said, oh, there's no need for you to take her up to the bus. I'll take her because I've got to go that way. When in actual fact, he didn't have to go that way at all. It was just an excuse. So he saw me off on the bus, and previous to that, he said, would I like to go to the pictures the next day? And the film was Spring in Park Lane, Michael Wilding and Anna Neagle. And during the interval in this film, the organ played, and the gathering were singing with the organ, and Wilf was singing, and he had a lovely voice, and that's one thing that attracted me to him. We courted for 3 years, and then we married. We were married at Westbury Church, and we were married for 8 years, and then Peter came along. I started when my husband became paralysed. I had the farm foods then, and he was sitting in that chair for a year, because I had to feed him, you see. He was able to read. I would hold the menu up to him, you know, and he would say what he wanted. But before he died, he used to say, I don't want to die, but I don't want to live like this. I was with him when he passed away. He was in hospital, and I used to go and visit him 3 times a day, morning, afternoon and evening. He was only there for a week, but during that week, he said to me, he said, I'm going to die. And it only seems like yesterday.
But you've got so many fond memories.
Oh, I have. We were married for 63 years. But he was my rock. And now, of course, he's passed away. I still have the Wiltshire Farm Foods because I got so used to them. It's been such a long time since I've done cooking, I've forgotten how to do it. I'd be lost. I spoke to Mel on the phone, and for some reason or other, we started to talk about our families.
Yeah, we just chatted about things that women chat about our little cars, about going shopping, about our families, just generally sort of interesting things that we find. Oh, and I know that Sylvia likes to chase, and I like Bradley Walsh, and so does she. So we have a little chat about that. And I know that she always... as the conversation goes, she goes, oh, I've got to go because the chase is on in a minute. And I go, oh, yeah, you like that, so you better go. So we have I know she likes watching her programmes, her quizzy programmes in the afternoon. So, yeah, I kind of, that's how you kind of build up knowing things about each other. Yeah, it's a really nice thing to be able to do.
Everyone is so friendly up here. And I've noticed it more so since Will's been gone. I'm not alone very long, or somebody either rings me or comes to the door. I'm very lucky, really. As I say, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely.